Alright, that recording's all started. Let's go into the Notorious Cave, Cavern, whatever. I honestly don't remember exactly why we're here, but I guess I'll be giving context and remember when I actually talked to Matoya. Oh, what a surprise! Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entries to the anti-tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The form foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entry to the antitower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. Sifrin can go. Take the magicless rogue, too, if you like. He's no use to me. The rest of you will stay and work, and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms. Oh, and I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way, Sifrin. Thancred, no. Your etheric flow has been compromised. Do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with aether, so close to the ethereal sea, would be to risk further impairment, or worse. But Minfilia could be in there waiting for us. You could die, and for what? If she is waiting beyond, Tiflin will find her. Trust in her. Have faith. Damn it all. Bring her back to us. The anti-tower is now accessible. Yeah, I was gonna say they added the icons on these things, but they didn't actually add the duty support for it yet. Whatever. Alright, let's go. Not the Great Gooball Library, the anti-tower. Let's see how long this will take. I think I'll turn this on, it'll... Oh wait, no, since I'm over leveled, it'll just shut off again. This is probably gonna get worse when I actually get the Stormblood, because I'm gonna end up queuing for dungeons in trials especially, and it's gonna take a lot longer because I'm playing as a DPS role. And part of the reason is, yes, I want to use those jobs, but the other reason is I want to show you like how partly show you like how each role is. Like if you were to just solely play one role, and how it would be for that role. I still haven't decided for a healer yet. I know I already did Scholar. That was technically honestly cheating because they literally share the same base job, which is Arcanist. So I had a DPS and a healer all at the same time. Like I didn't need to level anything extra. I'm still just trying to decide what I want to do. It's mainly the expansion. The expansions after Stormblood. So I already know what I want to do with Stormblood. I haven't decided thoroughly with Shadowbringers. Yeah, we'll have to see. Well, I'll have to think about it. But yeah, that's what I thought. It's gonna take as soon as I said something, of course, something pops. Oh, it's upside down. Because of course. Yeah, my grit turned off. Of course it did. Alright, let's see if I can do this right. Oh, I just noticed I am in a party of Lalafels. Cool. Alright, I gotta remember the buttons here. Guess this is all we're getting right now. I gotta adjust some stuff. Cause, my hotbar hotkeys are all messed up. I have to like actually think about how to use like which button does what, because I'm using like mouse buttons to do these actions and I got them all messed up. At least on this character. It's what happens when you change your hardware. Oh damn it, I got paralyzed. this one can turn you into, Alright. No, I'm it frogged! Need the music note or something? I don't remember how to undo that. I just got whacked in the head. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't mean try it on. I meant to compare the items. Damn it. Is that any better? No, it shouldn't be. Dang it, it's gotta remember, like, what button does what. Oh, you're back for more, huh? Yeah, I was right behind you. You didn't have to yank me. Jeez. Toxic ass Lalafels, man. Alright, where are you? Oh shit, is this one? I don't remember the mechanics for this fight. Alright, I'll just let them take care of it, I guess. What can I say? This is a very interesting boss design. Are we supposed to heal? I think we're supposed to hide behind the things. Or we're just like killing everything way too fast. Or more like they are. God damn, I need to change these fucking buttons. It's fucking me up. It's really in an awkward place. Not that it would really change that much, but... I don't remember if I said this earlier, but I'm not the best tank. Okay, we're at the end, which is the creepy doll fight. We're Cockabrina. Adorable dolls, terrible dolls. Yippee, yip hoo hoo. What? Yip hoo hoo. I've never heard anybody yell yip hoo hoo. Oh, I'm standing in the right place. Yeah, so the mechanic here is the boss will turn some of the party members into actual dolls. So you want to be careful there. Well, you want to free them by killing the ads. And we're done. You just ate through the boss like it was nothing else. I almost skipped cutscene. So used to doing that recently. That would have been bad. Not this one particularly, but I need to break that habit when I'm streaming. Yeah, you can have all that. Oh, the crystal is... Oh.
Feel. Think.
Heideland?
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia. Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, alone bound. In sundering star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Thank the 12! Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia? The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, I don't really either. Alpha, no, you're not alone there.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together!
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Guardian, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
She's not coming back, is she? It weighs on you too, I know. I understand why she made her decision, and yet, every time we lose another friend, I have to ask myself if there was not another way. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Flamin. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Urianger. He may have insight into what the word has told us. As for you, Sifwin, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Emmerich while you were away. It would seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. And just as things were looking up, we're just beaten back down. Although I'm not really particularly sad about the loss, to be honest. The reason is because, I don't know, Minfilia was kind of like the person that was supposed to be like the messenger for Hydaelyn in the whole, like, in A Realm Reborn. But that point is kind of moot when your character like has the Echo too. Oh, or maybe not the messenger of Hydaelyn, but it's more like she had the Echo, and it kind of felt moot when you made the main hero have the Echo as well. And kind of made her character pointless, and they probably couldn't figure out what the heck to do with her besides just sitting there and being a damsel in distress, which happened multiple times. So I'm not really that sad about the loss, personally. Mistress Winderdale, the Lord Commander left instructions that you were to be shown inside.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present. When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings. In which event, your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change. Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. 'Twould not do for the guest of honor to arrive late after all. Oh, and one more thing. A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
A drink from a leader of the nation. What possibly could go wrong? It's like, we've had that done before. I don't. So we've done that before, and then we got framed. So yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again. I like that little detail of them, like, not answering immediately. Because I like to think that they're thinking about your main MC's thinking about what happened with Nanamo. And was like, not really ready to answer immediately. Pretty much was lost in thought about what happened there. But that's just me implying certain things onto that. We don't know what the MC was thinking, because it's never really... I guess it's up to your interpretation, because it is your character, so... yeah, you can apply that on your character. So I could technically be right, if I'm role-playing at least. The Lord Commander said you would come, Sifwin. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals the relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labored day and night to finish it, to see it finished on schedule. Sir Emmett wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. It was not by war But I made it mine. And to see it draw closer to resolution fills me with a strange hope. His face is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I'm rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go rest. I will not keep you. Ow! Yeah, I wish they would give me more money for this, man. Just give me like 5,000 experience points, which ain't jack shit. Oh, excuse me. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lords Toriel and Emmanuelane, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Okay, Redwald, let's talk to you first. I'm glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, Mistress Winderdale, and fear not, I have no intentions of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidalfnir may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter too. He's a thinker. He is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it by the Fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all of them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand. We've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past. So hearing that we're close to reconciliation comes as a great relief. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me that then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Huh! And here I am, laboring to make it so. Lord Autoriel, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the victors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me! They will defy Sir Emmerich's commands if they dare attack Vidalfnir. It will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a lord of House Fortom present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Emmanuelane while I am away? As you know, he has ever been as impulsive changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlike to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may have abandoned his post in my absence. Well, I ask that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Alright. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl. Guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. Toriel thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves. Oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not call the roaming packs. Your map, if I may. Right. Right there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it, old girl. Come on, Honoroid. Honoroid? Honoroy. I think this T is silent. Honoroy. I must return to my rounds. Oh dear. Do be careful, my lady. Alright, where are we going? I don't know, I feel like I got tricked by doing his duties. Alright. Is any more gonna spawn? Nope. What about this one? Will they spawn a crap ton here? Or just two? Oh, target the one in front, game. Jeez. Alright. Any other tasks you want me to do? Sifwin Winterdale, Wolfsbane. It pleased me to inform you that I have completed my rounds, and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made the arsonists confess. Clever, that. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. Ugh. Yes, he might still be there. Was he even over here to begin with? Or are you just setting me on a wild goose chase to send my attention elsewhere? Fancy meeting you. Oh, he actually was here. Fancy meeting you here, Sifwin. It was fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. There they are, a pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them, comrades in arms reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is naught left to do but to enjoy our well-earned respite. Ugh. Oh, and this should of course go without saying. Well, let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Toriella wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead, Sifwin. I will join you anon.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment. Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks. Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Ugh.
You were right, mother. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you're dead. Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
This was never your fight.
Every time food's in a cutscene, man. Every time. Never trust food in a cutscene. Food or drink. I guess drink is more like it.
My son. They told me he walks in Alone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
He told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping. Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Trevarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember, your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children
torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones show no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
What have you done? I only did as you ordered, my lord. I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Well, couldn't be that easy, could it? I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the first commander and Lord Otorial are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who has said that they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emmanuelane has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The Kyurgians tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything, and for what? They were wrong to resort to violence. When I heard her speak, her words were as daggers in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough? That their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it? Or will there be others like them and the true brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. Don't know if I ever even can. I'd heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Emmerich take their bloody chains and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rod again. Well, what say you? So the violence has passed, but the people are far, far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? Lord Artoriel and the first commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. The first order of business will be to speak with Lord Emmanuel, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an ilm since last we saw him. My apologies, Sifwin. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There'll be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we know? According to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord Emmanuel ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive. Others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still, more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The Kyurgens are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs has been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seemed disillusioned. You spoke with them, then? I see. Sir Emmerich placed his trust in me. It would be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and we'll do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. I must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference pending Sir Emmerich's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Sifwin, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Get up, Emmanuel. You're going with her. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions, in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honoroi. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honoroi? I think that's how you say his name. Honoroi, I could have sworn he was... I could be saying it wrong, but who knows? I say a lot of things wrong. Especially this game. Where you can't tell how to pronounce most things. Oh no, Wa. Okay, it's Wa.
No, no. What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onawa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairujin without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Damn. Yeah, not really making smart moves, are you, Emmanuel? Emmanuel. May have overreacted. It needs to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. The past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this, but he... I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. I always forget about... I always do that, man. You are expected, miss. Pray, proceed. All right. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Sifwin. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away, is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmond, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it. Aye, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying in their excesses. It's a difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spare our delusion's souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniable righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, belies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights in the Watch to take the field as allies. A unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the gates of judgment. Victory under such circumstances would serve as a reformation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well, you may count on my support. For what little it is worth, however, I have a request. I would have my son Emmanuel take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Sifun, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? Lucio. I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he is not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. So that is their solution, a grand melee to unite the people. What part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You whom they have taken into their conference, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. Will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? Yeah, go for the second one. The poor choice of words for friends tried and true then. The living and the lost. So for this grand melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Alright. Well met, Sifrin. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? I was aware of the Alliance's requests, so Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? I considered it of Master Thancred to seek out our youngest watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. I guess it's to the berm. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Emmerich's grand soiree. Seems we're expecting to join in. It's nice to him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing. Because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off of getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask. But you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search foundation and you the pillars. Again, that teleport always surprises me with how quick it is. I carried Honora Wa to the manor. Our best chirurgeons are tending to him as we speak. He's yet to wake, but surely he will. So Father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You're free to be the woman you want to be. Whereas I am the son of House Fortom. Don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it, until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friends showed me otherwise. When I saw Honor Wa, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I'll go to Sir Emmerich and make my... and I will make my own decision. See, I do like this character development. It's like... This kind of character development, I think, is really interesting to me. This type, I mean. Because I've played other games that had somewhat similar character arcs. Similar, but not the same. Like, they make a big mistake and they want to atone for it. Is more what I'm saying. And unfortunately, like, not a lot of people... I don't know. Not a lot of people tend to like the characters in the end anyways. Because... I don't know. There's just certain aspects of the character that they just kind of latch onto the negative aspect a little too much. And don't think about any of the positives, like they're trying their best or whatever to pretty much either fix themselves or make their wrongs right again. And I think sometimes people tend to latch on to the negatives a little too much. The Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. May I ask what matters demand his personal attention? I see. Very well, you may enter.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces?
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more. An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time? Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Alright, so apparently we're going to be in the Grand Melee. God help me. I think it might be love. I dare say it might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? Just a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotions. His emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. Sir Emmerich informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The Grand Melee will be held here in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Sifwin. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against Allied forces, outside of Cartno, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Yeah, so that Cartno joke, not a joke, is a reference, is they're actually talking about PvP. Pretty much canonizing PvP. I don't know which version of PvP, but it's PvP nonetheless. Let's go to Aethernet shard. There she is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing. Never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzean's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honorwa when he wakes up. Awakens. I'm ready, old girl. Are you? Let's go. By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it is sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortom into battle. Pray do us this honor. Then the Grand Melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. I am okay with that. I mean, it makes sense. I'm fighting for their team. I'm so short compared to everybody.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Uldar, Gridania, and Limsan forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When the combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be rewarded tactical points. The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury Gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will reward your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will reward your company 10 tactical points. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
I think this is actually easier if you're a tank.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
I got a fire sword. Forward Ishgard. I turn my grit on. I don't think that works actually now that I think about it. I didn't change my buttons. Shit. Cyclops! Cyclops! Everyone on your guard! All forces, fall back! Continue the melee. I will deal with him. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it. All forces, form a line on Sifwin. Now. Well met. I will not lie, I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all! Alright, we're fighting Raubon. Damn. I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult. Damn.
Did she win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
My lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
Truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them. Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as your Stola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Thald's balls. I had forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you have come, how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day, when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, Father. Yay, we won. We did it. I wouldn't say we saved Ishgard, but we won the tournament. We're the champions. Said your goodbyes. In all my years, I have known Raubon. I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory. The Eorzean alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, Sifwin. You made this happen. Oh, I got the victory emote. Wait. What? What? That was the... Oh my god. I gotta see that again. Wait. It's similar, but not the same. I was gonna say that, like, the swirling around of the sword is very close to Cloud's victory animation for Final Fantasy VII. All right, we have done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we so desperately needed. There is naught left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us. I almost did it again. Holy shit, man. Oh god, I need to get out of that mindset.
My lord!
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick of you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations.
Artoirel. Bleh. I can't even say that fast.
Emanuele, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Stola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
All right. These celebrations. They say you dueled General Raban within a ring of flames. I did not think the man so ostentatious, that I could have seen it. After we parted ways in Matoya's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others only that our search for Minfilia had reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for a time. I am wont to rely on you over much when we are together, and I needed to think, to reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters here seem to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So let us make for Falcon's Nest and see if Lord Artoirel has need of our assistance. All right. I thought they would show up by now, but I guess that's not until way later. I forgot. Oh, that defeats the description of the stream, because we're not going to end up getting to it yet. Oh, alright. It's been 2 hours, and like I said, I'm only going to go 2-hour streams, because I don't want any weird breaks where I go to the bathroom and just stream for another 30 minutes and stop. So, anyways, I think it's time we ended this. So, you guys have a nice manga reading, anime watching, game playing rest of your night. See you guys. Until then.